Hello, friends. It's Wednesday, July 22nd, and I really always look forward to this time when I can connect with the congregation. Our Monday night Bible study has been reading some of Paul's letters, and last Monday we read this section from his first letter to the Thessalonians, and I really relate to it. So let me read you a few verses from chapter 2 in this letter. As for us, brothers and sisters, when for a short time we were made orphans by being separated from you in person, not in heart, we longed with great eagerness to see you face to face. I think a lot of us have been longing with eagerness to be able to see each other face to face. And indeed, many of us can do that via Zoom and other electronic ways of connecting. And some of us have been able to have conversations in driveways from a distance or wave at each other. But it's tough to be in this long season of really needing to shelter in place. I've been doing a fair amount of reading of reports and recommendations from epidemiologists who know a lot about pandemics, and the message that I hear over and over again is we can expect that the virus is going to continue to make its way through our community. We can expect to see more cases of the virus and more deaths and more hospitalizations. That does not mean that our shelter in place efforts and our wearing mask efforts are not working. What it means is this is a powerful virus, and this is the way viruses move. We know we can save lives, and we have saved lives by practicing the safety precautions, as annoying or uncomfortable as they may be. And so I really encourage all of us as faithful followers of Jesus to practice these precautions for each other and for our neighbors, those we know and those we don't. Your Reopen the Campus team has been meeting. We met last night. We are looking at the results of a survey which we sent out last week. The deadline for completing this survey takes about 5 minutes or so, is Friday, this coming Friday. And we've received responses so far from about 80 households, and this information is really useful to us as we not only think about options for outdoor worship, but as we also receive feedback on what has been or has not been helpful to you and identify the gaps in our ministry as well as its strengths. So I encourage you, if you haven't already done so, to go ahead and fill out that survey, because we are looking at those very closely. And there's an open-ended question at the end where you can leave us any comments, and please do so. Once we are able to offer the option of an outdoor physically distanced service in Central Park, our park, then we will not offer communion on the first Sunday of the month, because logistically it is very cumbersome and not particularly safe to try and serve communion in a group during this pandemic. So what we will do instead is what a number of churches are doing, and that is once a week we will offer a short communion service, probably early in the morning or perhaps in the evening, that will be available every week for anyone who would like to participate in communion. So we'll be expanding our worship and devotional opportunities in this way, so you can watch for that. Robbie and I spent time this morning working with a young man who has been on our campus a lot, who has some needs, and we were able to get an appointment for him at an organization tomorrow, and an appointment that Robbie will take him to. And we are realizing more and more that the needs of people in our community are tremendous, and that we as a church want to find creative ways to help people access resources in the community that we are not able to provide, such as shelter and ongoing meals, mental health support, and so on. And so Marianne Cox Martin is presently working on putting together a single sheet list of resources and phone numbers that we will be able to share with people. I've already called a couple of those resources to connect people with help. So this is one of the ways that we are trying to minister right here in our neighborhood, where the needs are very great. As I was here this morning, Kathy Ratto dropped off a large bag of masks, including preschool size masks and some that are larger. We are getting remarkably close to our goal of 700 masks for Cleveland School. And even though the school is delayed in physically opening, the principal, Heidi, tells us that the masks are very much needed and will be very much appreciated. So thank you to everyone who has been sewing masks and delivering them so we can collect 700 masks for the school that has been so long in partnership with us. There's a lot going on at the ministry of our church, and we are recognizing more and more that our mission and ministry is really not tied to our building and probably never should be. So I rejoice for all the ways that our church continues to impact not only the lives of church members and friends, but the life of our community and the life of our world through our participation in our conference, district, and global denominational ministries. So thank you for your faithful ongoing support. Please know that your church team is here for you. Please know that we have many volunteers who are praying, making phone calls, sending cards, and otherwise helping us stay connected. And like Paul to the Thessalonians, I am so grateful to you, my friends, and I long for the time when we can see each other face to face. God bless.